Welcome back, everyone. In our last lesson, we worked on our game and we made sure that our game was able to actually, we fixed our sprites and made sure we could randomly spawn sprites when we were running the game. We had our fruits spawning from various positions. So what we're going to do in this lesson is to ensure that the sprites or the food sprites don't spawn in the body of the snake, because if it does, it doesn't make sense and we can't even access that. So let's go ahead and learn how we can set that. So I'll hit escape and let's do that. So where we're doing that is when we are in our spawn food. So if I hit Control F and I'll search for our function spawn food. I think I spelled that wrong. Spawn food. Here, we're just spawning our food in a random X and Y position. So between 0 and 16, that's where we're spawning our food. Now, what we want to do is to make it so that we don't spawn the food in our, in our body of our snake. So what we're going to do is to check if we're actually spawning that food, and then we're going to set that in our collision where we have our segments. So we're going to check if we're actually indeed spawning a food in a random position. Then we're going to not spawn food in the body of the snake. So to do that, I'll go over here to our spawn food and I'll create a variable. I'll call that valid and I'll set that to false. And while not valid, so I'm just going to say while not valid, basically while we're spawning in a valid position, because I've now negated false, it's now true. So while this is true, what do we want to do? Well, if this is true, we want to set our valid spawn to true. So let's go over here and just over here. I don't need to affect the sprite number. So here I'll just set let's say valid is going to be equal to true. And then where we have our draw snake and we have our snake segments, let's go ahead and look for that function. And I believe it's in our collision where we're creating our snake. So if our position collides with any snake, what we want to do is to just let it not draw the food in that position. So that's going to be logic for our smart food position. And I believe it's where we created our snake segments. So let's look for that. So what we are going to also do here is to make sure that we check if the position of our snake collides with any snake segment. And the reason why I'm using this and putting this in the body is so that we can be able to break away when that condition is not met. So I'm just going to say check snake segment. And here we're going to say for segment in all our snake. So what we want to do? Well, we want to check if our segment position.x. So we're going to say if segment.x is equal to our food.x and our segment.y is also the same of our food as our food.y. Then what we want to do is to set the valid to be equal to false, because it's no longer valid. It means we're spawning food in the snake's body. And what we want to do at that point is to break. That means we're going to stop that from happening. So let's go ahead and end our if statement. So I'm just going to go one end, and then let's end our for loop. So I'm also going to say and end here, end, and we need to end our while loop. So I'm just going to end the while loop there, and this is our spawn food section. Let's save and run, X the start, and this will require a lot of state testing. Okay, so now we have a segment. Sorry, that was a spelling error. So we have segment.x. Let's see if we spell segment.y properly. I think that should be accurate now. So let's try that again. So we're spawning, and basically, like I mentioned, this is going to require a lot of testing, but I'll just keep testing to ensure that I'm not spawning any snake within the any food item within the body of the player. All right, so it seems to be working. All right, so we're not spawning any food and it's not appearing within the body of the snake. All right, so that's our quick upgrade on how we can create that mechanism to stop us from spawning food where we don't need food to be spawned. In our next lesson, we're going to start working on the map for our game just to make sure we have something quite nice and interesting. Thank you very much for watching, guys. I'll see you in the next lesson where we'll build a level for our snake game.